my only reference to Jeremy Lin is this right here. I just told Channing Frye that he is no Jeremy Lin, and by that I mean the last foul that he made. So he is no Harvard grad on that one. But we gave him a pass because I thought he did a great job. He really, really did a great job on Blake Griffin. You know, he just bodied him up and played with him, and you know, 6 for 19 is about as good as you can hope for with him. And I thought the great thing was that, you know, we took away everything. He didn't have one single dunk tonight. Well, he had one. I take that back. But I just thought we did a really good job on him. Grinded it out. You know, we just couldn't make a shot early on, and played pretty good offense in the third quarter. But I just thought our defense was what rescued us. We did a really good job defensively, and rebounding the basketball, we did a good. We did a good job. So once again, we're playing at home. Got to try to take advantage of every situation as far as playing at home, and it's another good win for us against a real quality team. That's a really, really quality team.
You seem to keep him out of the paint too. Does that start with Grant on?
Well, he did. I thought he did a good job on Chris Paul. You know, it's really difficult. He's unbelievable with the basketball, but I thought we did a good job of. Our bigs did a good job of stepping up, and then Grant did a good job of just playing him and just keeping him between he and the basket, which was big with him. But you know, you look at it, he goes 6 for 15, and you know, Caron Butler goes 4 for 13. So that's pretty good defensively for us.
Alvin, what did you tell him at halftime?
Well, I thought that we were getting good shots. I mean, I wasn't really upset because, you know, at the end of the day, you know, defensively they had 35 points and we're shooting 36%. And we just couldn't get the ball in the basket, but I thought we were doing everything we needed to do defensively to kind of stay in the game. And, you know, if we're not going to shoot the ball well, then the only thing that can keep you in the game has been our defense. And that's what we, you know, kind of preached on from the first day of training camp, is that, you know, we've got to be able to win games when we're not shooting the ball well and we're not going well offensively. And the only way you can do that is by being solid defensively and then coming up with a couple of steals and maybe getting an easy basket. You know, Channing obviously struggled from the field like crazy, but, you know, his first basket was a dunk, you know, at the basket. So, you know, as long as I think we stay solid and continue to rebound the basketball, you know, 52 rebounds, we have 15 offensive rebounds. So that's another good night for us.
What was the difference offensively there in the third quarter when you started to turn things around a little?
Well, I mean, I know you think it's crazy, but we made shots. I mean, it's just that simple, really. You know, we had the same shots that we had in the first quarter, the first couple of quarters, and we were just able to step up and knock them down. We also picked up the pace of the game a little bit too, I think. And when we play with pace, we seem to be able to catch the ball in rhythm a little more and shoot the basketball.
Their traps or doubles on Steve seem to get him a little out of kilter.
Well, not so much. I mean, he lost the ball a couple of times, but you know, I tell you, it's still going to be in his hands. You know, I don't care. You know, you can look at the stat sheet all you want. At the end of the game, it's going to be in his hands.
You feel like
I don't really care. I don't ever look at the turnovers or anything that he has because, you know, he is going to make the play for us at the end of the game.
Do you feel like you're starting to get some carryover on defense from game to game now?
Well, I would say the 2 games that we've had when we come back, you know, since we come back from the All-Star break, obviously we built on that, and, you know, we just have to continue to do that. Wasn't a real pretty game, you know, but I don't really care, you know. I mean, I looked up and we had 23 points with 4 minutes to go in the second quarter, you know. So, but you know, we have to learn to, I guess you guys call it winning ugly. I don't know. I've never seen an ugly win, but you know, I think we've got to learn to grind out games and be able to win. You know, scoring 81 points. All right, thanks.
Thanks, guys. Wrapped up down here at Ice is Grant Hill after a solid defensive effort. What do you feel like made this team so effective defensively tonight?
Well, our defense was good. You know, we did a good job the whole game. We obviously struggled offensively, I thought, there in the first half. But even with the struggle, even with the poor performance on the offensive end, we still, we're down 3 points there at halftime, so we felt pretty good. And we knew we would start clicking a little bit better there in the second half offensively. And, you know, for the most part, our defense sustained. Channing did a good job, especially the last few possessions on Blake, made it tough for him. And, you know, we just kind of showed a little bit of grit and figured out a way to get the win. Made a few mistakes down the stretch, a few turnovers here and there. They got back in the game, but we had enough of a cushion and you know, just do what we had to do there on the defensive end, you know, to get the win.
With the score in the 30s coming in here at the half, it was said kind of player to player to pick up the energy and you came out and
No, you know, we felt good. Like I said, we felt we shot horribly. We had good looks. We had great shots. They just didn't go through, didn't go in. But we said, hey, we were very encouraged and very upbeat. You know, we're not going to have another half like that offensively. We're only down 3. So let's just stay positive and come out firing in the second half. And we did.
And I guess now to the ice tub, but you got ice on both knees, both hands. Is this how you stay? Vander Holyfield was here. He's still boxing at 49 years old. Is this how you stay, you know, vital in your advanced age?
I don't know. I suppose. Yeah, you know, we got to take care of ourselves, and you know, the good thing is we're playing better basketball now, and one around the corner coming up on Sunday. So there's no time to rest or celebrate. Just got to, you know, ice up, get ready, and hopefully come out and get a win.
You prefer that matchup against Paul versus Blake?
It doesn't matter. Whatever they want. Yeah. Answer your question. They're both pretty tough.
You were saying yesterday how good you feel body-wise and everything. Did that feel good tonight after 37 minutes last night?
Yeah, no, I felt good. You know, I was moving well, and I had a drive there in the first half. I got knee in my knee, and so that I'm sure it might be a little sore tomorrow. But yeah, I felt pretty good, and you know, just had good energy. And so yeah, my body feels good. And, you know, I think I'm used to these back-to-backs. At least a little better now than maybe earlier in the year.
Talk about Channing's defense on Blake tonight, and how you guys were able to slow him down.
Excuse me. Thanks for fixing that. You know, Channing was great. He battled, he hustled, he took a lot of contact, and made it tough on him. Like he wasn't able to get straight lines to the basket or spin off or dunk. So you know, he did a great job. It was key for us to try to make it difficult for them. You know, you can't stop them. You can make it ugly.
Does that feel like an ugly win, or do you enjoy grinding like that?
I mean, it was a great win. We couldn't make a shot in the first half. Obviously, I didn't have it tonight, and a lot of guys stepped up and made big plays. You know, if you look at, you know, Jared had a block, Marsh had a big block after Channing, you know, clocking the paint there at the end of the game. JD made a couple big free throws and a lot of shots. Grant was great all night. So it was a great team win. Those are the kind of wins, some of those ugly wins that we've been, you know, missing on our home floor. And that was against a good team, so it was really good.
Do you appreciate when Grant steps up on a point guard like that too?
Well, it certainly makes, you know, my job a lot easier. You know, so you know, I mean, last night he was great. Tonight, you know, he was equally great. It's just such a, you know, amazing, you know, defender. I think, you know, he still makes plays offensively. He still does all the little things, hustles, leads, has a great attitude, but every single time he's there, making misses in the right spot, battles, it makes it difficult for people.
How big is it for you guys to come back from double-digit deficits 2 games in a row and secure the
Yeah, it was
victory?
huge. I mean, we're a little rusty. We had a longer break than everyone. We're a little rusty. You know, we haven't been that sharp, but we've battled. We had a great attitude, and it's kept us in games.
Was that their doubles effective? Or what was
Yeah, I mean,
better?
they did double me. You know, they trapped, but physically I didn't have it. I think just a week off. I dug pretty deep last night to get the win. Today I felt like I was in a car wreck yesterday. So, you know, I just tried to have a great attitude and just be there for my team and hang in there and not get down and not, you know, defeatist mentality. Just battle and see what we could do. Give ourselves a chance to make a shot or play at the end of the game, and we did.
What does it mean for you guys? You can pull out a win when you're not at your best.
Well, it's huge. I mean, it showed that we're capable of. We rebound, we defend collectively, and we didn't make any shots in the first half. Second half I thought we did actually. Last 5 minutes of the first half and second half, we did a good job of trapping the pick and rolls, advancing the guy, driving the rotations, and that was huge. JD did a great job of that. Grant made some things like that. Really good chanting, a few shots, and Marshall into the bench.